For WLCSports.com, I'm Matt Friedman, joined by head women's basketball coach at WLC, Clay Knipple, in his 10th season and getting ready to start it on Tuesday as the Warriors host Mount Mary, and we're going to preview the women's basketball season. The 5-time defending NAC division champions, also the Warriors have made 3 straight NCAA tournament appearances. You're trying to continue that run, but the NAC has made some changes. Now it's no longer divisional play as it has been for the last 5 years. Now it's just traditional non-divisional play. You're going to play all the opponents in the NAC twice, so you have 20 conference games as opposed to 16 last season. How does that change the way that you approach the season?
I really, the only thing it affects really is our non-conference opponents, where we try to get a little bit tougher schedule in our non-conference games. We don't have that opportunity as much as we could have in the past. We're kind of limited to who we can get in our non-conference games. But overall, playing our conference opponents, I don't think that changes anything for us as far as conference, trying to win the conference. I think we played everybody in our conference. Last year, even though we don't play everybody twice, we played the tougher teams twice, and in our tournament played them. So I think, changing it over to non-divisional doesn't affect us a whole lot. We're going to approach it pretty much the same way and attack every team as if they're going for the championship. So we're going to get after them and get after the division or our conference.
And now previewing the team a little bit and some of the pieces that you bring back. First of all, 2 returning starters, Melanie Laity and Kristen Scholes. Among the returners who stand out, Rachel Hoff, Brittany Barr, and Kelly Johnson have good experience. Who do you expect for us to see filling out the rest of your starting lineup?
Well, the one that you forgot in there is Melissa Clem, who played a little bit for us last year, but now will be probably starting for us at the point guard, or will be starting tomorrow against Mount Mary as our starting point guard. And Hoff will probably start as our 2 guard, and then there's our 3 guard. Right now, it's stepping in because of injuries and a couple different things that have happened. Crystal Fry is probably going to start tomorrow as our 3 guard. And then obviously Melanie and Kristen are going to fill the starting roles. But we're looking for Britt to step in, coming off the bench. She was injured for a little bit, looking for her to come off the bench and give us some really good minutes tomorrow. And then we're also looking for Bethany Unkefer to step in as a backup point guard tomorrow. And and there are other guys that are contributing. We could go through the whole list of the guys that are going to contribute. Hopefully we'll be able to play 10 deep tomorrow and get after Mount Mary.
And that's something important with this team. I talked about the fact just 2 returning starters, but you have all these veterans who are coming back in a really deep team led by 6 seniors. Who of those seniors have taken over the leadership roles on this team?
Well, I think right now Melissa has stepped up pretty hard, and then Melanie Laity is put forth a really strong effort of trying to take a leadership role. The person that doesn't get to play a whole lot, who we don't talk about, is my daughter, Kayla Knipple. I mean, just as a leader, as a off-the-court player, hard worker, will bring some leadership to our team. But overall, the whole group is kind of trying to find their own way because they've never been leaders, and we're trying to find our way in that way, getting a leader. I think Brittany Barr will step up and be a big leader for us this year. But I think it's kind of baby steps for her too, just being able to feel her way back in, being a 5th-year senior. I think she'll bring us some good leadership. So do we have an exact answer for our leaders right now? Hopefully they're all going to be leaders on the floor and play together.
Now, we talked a little bit about Brittany Barr. You brought in her sister, Taylor Barr, as a transfer this year from UW-Stevens Point. There's a lot of excitement about her potential. What do you see her bringing to this team?
Well, she's a player. There's no doubt about that. She can bring a lot to our team. Just a big presence. She'll probably play her 3 position once she gets off of injury. She's got a knee problem right now. I don't know if she'll be able to go tomorrow with her knee, but we're looking for big things from her. Being 5'11", be a wing player for us, and then also be able to play some post. She's just a tough all-around player, understands the game, and will be a good scorer for us and just a solid player.
Now, we've talked about all these veterans and seniors you have, but you also brought in 3 freshmen, Dallas Klodek, Holly Holm, and Hannah Sievert. What has impressed you about the freshman class so far, and will they have the chance to make the impact on the court?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it always is. You bring in freshmen and they're younger. I think they probably get in a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. Dallas Klodick from Pius, she came off some injuries here early in the season in practices, about 3 weeks where she wasn't playing a whole lot. And when you're a freshman, when you miss those 3 weeks, she's catching up now, is looking at some point guard roles. And then Hannah Sievert, just post player, but is young, a little weak, but will get some strength and will contribute at some point. This year we'll see where she fits with Melanie and Kristen out there, and as soon as Taylor gets healthy, and then even Kelly Johnson, she's banged up a little bit. We'll see where Hannah fits in, but just a great person, a hard worker every single day. And then Holly Holm, we're moving around from post to guard right now and just trying to find her way as far as she's probably going to start playing some more post for us just because of the injuries, and played post all through high school. So we'll hopefully contribute at some point during the season.
Now, Coach, you've spent about a month practicing with this team and saw an exhibition game against UW Milwaukee. What are you seeing right now as the main strengths of this group, and what are some areas you're still going to work on?
I think our biggest strength is we have some shooters. Our guys can shoot lights out from three. Hopefully that'll hold true throughout the year. They've really worked on it. They spent a lot of time in the off season. I think strength. We've really worked on our strength and conditioning this year. Our fitness and our conditioning is going to be way up there this year as far as where we've ever been. Our weakness will be a little bit of our defense. We're still trying to find our way defensively. We're not super fast, and just trying to find our way defensively where we have really good weak side help on drives and be able to take some charges.
Now let's preview the opening week you have coming up. We talked about Tuesday taking on Mount Mary in the season opener here at home. Then the Paul F. Knipple Classic. Games Friday and Saturday, 2 top 10 opponents. Number 2 Washington on Friday. On Saturday it's number 9 Hope. What are you looking for out of your team in this opening week, especially with those tough opponents Friday and Saturday?
Yeah, we'll get to those guys Friday and Saturday. We have Mount Mary tomorrow, and we have to be ready. They already have one game in, and we haven't played yet. We got to be ready for Mount Mary, and that's what our team has to do today. Prepare for tomorrow. Watch a little game film and just be ready to play Mount Mary, and then we'll move on to this weekend. And that'll be a tough challenge for us. There's no doubt. 2 top 10 teams in the country coming to our place. I think that just says a lot about our program. Teams want to come and play us at our own place, and I think that says about a lot of the players before us in our program. We're just looking for a great challenge, and we want to put ourselves against some really good non-conference teams, and that's why we decided to go to a classic this year and be able to play the 2 teams we wanted to play.
Once again, that's women's basketball coach Clay Knipple. Coach, thanks for joining us, and best of luck this season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.